Muy buenas a todos, gente, y bienvenidos al canal. Bienvenidos a otro capítulo de Memoria. En el capítulo de hoy vamos a investigar la tienda del mercader, ya que ha desaparecido y hay una serie de magos allí investigando el porqué de la situación. Y también vamos a conocer un poco la historia que nos ha llevado a nosotros a hablar con ese mercader, que está relacionado con nuestra novia, que ahora es un pájaro. Además también ya empezaremos a movernos un poco por el mundo, lo que es por la zona de nuestra casa, por el pueblo, y bueno, vamos a curiosear un poco lo que ha llevado a que atacasen al mercader. Así que sin más, comencemos.
Strange fellow. Nuri, I'm back. I think I found someone who can help you. Nuri?
I'm here.
Oh, es una paloma.
What's wrong?
My wound opened. My wing is bleeding again.
Oh no. Were you playing with animals again? You're a raven now. You can't do that anymore.
I wasn't playing. It just opened again.
It doesn't look too bad. You lie and rest. I'll make a salve for you.
Vale, esta es nuestra casita, nuestra humilde morada. Tenemos aquí la cómoda, una planta, rey de las castañas, asiento para pájaros, artefacto roto, oye, que un huevo de cosas. Vamos a coger la planta, que seguramente con esto hagamos un ungüento. La plantita, ¿esto qué es?
Nothing in there that could help Nuri.
Vale, llámase por aquí, bebedero de pájaros, nuestros padres.
Do you miss your family, Nuri? The fairy queen and king?
A little, but I prefer not to look back. The animals and plants of this world are my family now.
Realista. El arpa.
That accursed harp. If it hadn't been for that, you'd still be yourself.
I don't want to think about that. It was so horrible.
It's filled with magic fairy water from Nuri's cave.
Agua mágica, ok. La olla.
By Travia, it's all greasy.
Vale. A ver, hemos dejado... A lo mejor tenemos que hacerle aquí un ungüento. Dejando cortina, a ver qué es esto. Dejando las flores y echando un poco de agua.
If I pull on this, I'll tear the whole curtain. I can barely keep up with the repairs as it is.
A ver, ¿esto qué es? Mesa de alquimia.
Useless undergrowth. I'll throw it out tomorrow.
¿Qué más hay por aquí? Salir al exterior, no. A ver, ¿esto qué es? Libros.
I'll take them back during my next break-in.
¿Esto qué es? Receta.
For Nuri's salve of healing, I need to mix ground-up whirlweed with salve fat. Salve fat. I can only pray that the Lady Perina will allow the use of simple grease just this once.
Oye, si tenemos la daga esta... Espera, en grasa tenemos el torbellín roja esta... Torbellín hoja... Y
I need a firm base for grinding up the herb.
una base firme, la olla, por ejemplo, ¿no?
First, I have to grind up the herbs somehow.
Vale, en el mortero... Ah, vale, que esto no es un mortero. Que era el tiesto, joder. Vale, vamos a ver... Ponemos las hojas aquí directamente.
Before the herb can have an effect, I need to grind it up in a sturdy bowl.
Vale, pues... ¿Dónde la podemos moler? A ver. Lo suyo sería molerla en la olla porque no hay nada más. En la cómoda no hay nada, ¿no? A ver. Vamos a ver.
No, what good would that do?
Ah, la podemos moler aquí, ¿qué coño? Y la podemos con el cuchillo...
I can grind up the herb with the knife handle. There.
Ahora sí, con zumo de torbellino de hoja. Vale. Pues... Para darle un cacho de ungüento de este, espérate, porque esto no lo podemos coger
I can't get it out of there with my bare
y
hands.
echárselo. Bueno, podríamos coger a la Nuri esta y llevarla para acá. Aunque bueno, espera. Con la cortina podemos cortar un cacho a ver si se
I'll cut out a rag.
Levantamos toda la cortina. Vale. Impregnamos esto con esto y se lo ponemos de apósito.
I still need some fat.
Un poco de grasa. Lo de la vela, por ejemplo. Ah, bueno, o en la olla, que haya mierda o grasa.
The rag's now covered in fat.
Vale, esto es otra cosa. Vale, trapo grasiento con esto.
Perina, please let this fat be enough for Nuri's wound. It's all I have.
Ugh. Va a quedar esto de puta madre, vamos.
There.
Pues
And next, we'll make you a fairy again.
Did you meet the man?
Yes, I don't know if I can trust him though. But if Giacomo is right, then soon everything will be like it used to be. You will be as tall as a human again, and together we'll travel across Aventuria and have one adventure after another.
When do you think I'll be able to fly again?
Let's see how your wound is doing tomorrow. Maybe we can go and practice a little.
Fine. Sleep well, Garon.
Sleep well, and don't worry. Soon everything will be as it was. As the stone over the scarab, so rules the scarab over the stone. Enter if to you the answer is known. If not, then forever your life I'll own.
Vale, pues esto ha sido el primer capítulo. Bien, vale.
And again, this time you can do it.
I don't know.
Vamos, intenta volar.
Don't be discouraged.
Vamos.
Think about something nice. Think about...
Chapter 1 complete. Piensa en nuestro primer encuentro, nuestra victoria, nuestra primera aventura. En nuestro primer encuentro.
Think about the first time we met. You lived in a lonely cave for years, and together we found a way to finally free you, and all the things you've seen since then.
The first thing I saw were people who wanted to kill me.
Yes, but you've also seen nice things. Do you remember?
¿Lo recuerdas? A ver. Nuestra victoria sobre el mal, esto no ha colado mucho. Nuestra última noche, nuestro viaje por el barco, todos nuestros encuentros son divertidos. Nuestro viaje
Before we reached Enqui, we went rowing on the Svelte, past fields and windmills.
We were attacked in a mill.
That was before, I meant later.
They almost killed us.
We're still alive, aren't we? Nuri, you must have one nice memory. Do you remember...
Nuestra última noche, bueno, nuestra primera aventura.
Remember the orcs and how I had to distract them? Wasn't that exciting?
They were eating so peacefully. And then you sent them off to war, just to get rid of them.
They were orcs. Orcs are always going off to war. But all right, it's time you become a fairy again. Do you remember how happy and carefree you used to be?
Of course I remember. That makes me even sadder.
Come on, that's enough for today.
Do I have to go back in the cage?
Unfortunately, yes. With a pet raven on my shoulder, the Andergastrians will immediately take me for a warlock again. I'm glad those days are over.
Oh well.
On the way back, let's stop by Fahi's tent. He has such a carefree manner. I'm sure he'll raise your spirits.
Garon,
Yes?
I want to be like I was in former times too. But I don't know how. So much has happened.
We'll manage somehow.
Hacia el campamento. ¿Solo podemos ir hacia allá? Escombros, a ver. Aquí hay otro
This is
pájaro.
where we met for the first time.
You were trying to catch me like a bird.
How was I to know you'd be so big and so stubborn?
You're a fine one to talk.
You're right. Even if we don't have a whole lot in common, we can certainly agree on that.
Vale.
This is where we met.
Vale. Vamos hacia el campamento. Esta es la chica que estaba antes aquí. Oh, pero ahora se ve bastante más. Bastante más.
Who are those
Esto- todo esto
people?
es nuevo.
These statues scare me.
Nos
They look
pararemos.
like the pillars from Fahi's tale, only with faces. Hey there, what's going on?
Pasa de nosotros.
Ryder, I can't work like this.
Master Bodia?
This man is disturbing my investigation. Talk to him. Send him away. I have no time for this sort of thing.
I'm sorry, but the School of Arcane Combat of Andergast has closed off this area until further notice. You should go home.
What happened here?
A mob from the city wanted to chase a travelling merchant out of the country, and this is what became of them. Ta-da! Ancient Tulamid pillars with an Andergastrian core. No trace of the merchant.
He disappeared?
Yep, now shoo. Otherwise the same thing might happen to you too.
Everything's cursed. Fahi was our best chance to heal you.
But isn't he evil? Didn't he petrify those people?
Nuri, that was an Andergastrian lynch mob. Had I been able, I would have turned them into stone too. He must have left a trace around here somewhere. I'd better find it before the mages from the School of Arcane Combat do. Otherwise, we'll be right back where we started.
Alrededor del claro, pilar de piedra, a ver.
Hey, anybody in there?
She can't hear a thing. And if you keep yelling like that, neither can I. So, please.
Que te pires. A ver qué se ve alrededor, porque esto es otro tío. Entrada a la tienda. Vale, vamos a ver. Esto, pilar de
He's
piedra.
too far away.
Que no podemos pillarlo, podemos hablar con ella.
Hey, is there any trace of the merchant?
Indeed there is. He's carrying a double kunchuma which he uses to slice up every little pain in the neck that comes along.
What? How do you know that?
I can see it. He's standing behind you, grinning. No, we still don't know anything. Now please go away. Otherwise I'll be in even more trouble.
A ver, vamos a ver.
Psst. Nuri, can you do me a favor? Distract the mage. Hop behind the statue and talk to him. He'll think you're the petrified woman.
Shall I tell him about King Chestnut and the turnip ghosts?
No, just answer his questions.
What questions? And what should I say?
Listen.
How many attackers were there?
Uno, dos, incontable, de 11 a 15.
11 to 15. What did the mage look like?
Capa negra, monos, broches de color azul azafrán, no sé.
He wore a crocus-coloured brooch on his left breast.
How do you know all that?
I don't know anything, I'm just guessing.
From what direction did the attack come?
Desde el bosque, desde el norte.
It came from the northeast.
And in what direction did they depart?
Pues desde el
To the
norte
northwest. Can you remember all that?
What was he wearing again?
A crocus-coloured brooch on his left breast.
Then let's go.
Thanks, Nuri. You're a big help.
Oh, what a waste of time. It appears the spirit of these peasants has been extinguished once and for all.
Le va a trolear aquí la Nuri.
Ha! I have contact. They came from the northwest and then went where? Ida, what are you? I can't remember all this by myself.
A ver si nos deja cómo nos colamos a la tienda.
That'll keep them busy for a while.
Vale, pues si están aquí los dos, podemos pasar por aquí. Cerca, a ver.
It's firmly in place.
Vamos a cargárnoslo con el cuchillo. Y el cofre está cerrado.
There's a lock on it. I can't just rip it open.
¿Y no podemos utilizar el cuchillo para abrirlo? ¿O el colgante? No, el colgante de Nuri no. Espera, ¿qué coño? Podemos romperlo.
Nothing's happening. Most locks aren't terribly impressed with my pathetic spell.
Bueno, pues nada, vamos para adentro. A ver qué hay. Vale, está vacío. Aquí es donde estaba el mercader este que se ha pirado. A ver qué se ha dejado aquí. Caja pequeña, pepinos exóticos. Ay, qué pillín. Una almohada. Para la saca. Ah, bueno, no es para la saca porque la he dejado ahí. Otra almohada. Vale, no. Caja pequeña.
Ugh. Whatever's in there, it smells awful.
El mortero este. Tapete. ¿Tapete? ¿Hay algo aquí en el tapete? No. A ver qué más hay por aquí. Un cojín. Vamos a mover el cojín este. El cojín sí lo hemos pillado, ¿no? No, le he movido. Vamos a pillar estos pepinos exóticos.
They smell funny. Somehow... Oh, my head. My fex. What is this stuff?
Mejor no lo pienses. Caja pequeña, ¿la podemos pillar? No. ¿Esto qué es? Cama. ¡Ey! Una llave. La llave del cofre puede
That's
ser.
enough, Brider. We have a statement. Have you thoroughly searched the crime scene?
Yeah, nothing there.
No
If
van a
there's anything
enganchar.
else, it must be in the tent. I'll just finish writing this up.
Uh-oh.
Toca esconderse. Hamaca, tapicería.
If only there were a door here.
¡Hala! Hasta luego.
Come on, close, quickly. Made it.
And don't disturb the crime scene. I'll hear every sound.
That was close. Huh? There's another one here. Apparently the mages haven't even found him yet. Prius be with me. That's the mask from the burial chamber. What else has that merchant fellow been keeping from me?
Vale, vamos a ver. La máscara entiendo que no la podemos pillar.
He's got the mask firmly clutched in his hand. I need to use rougher measures if I want to get it loose.
Sí, pues como no rompamos la columna. Espera, no. Vamos a probar.
If these really are petrified people, I need to be careful with my spell.
Si son personas petrificadas, ellos solitos se la han buscado, ¿eh? Vamos a ver, vamos a intentar abrir el cofre. Carro,
It doesn't look like I can push it by hand.
carro. Vamos a ver, vamos a abrir el cofre.
I'm too far away for that.
Ya vale, tío. Pues vamos para allá. O no podemos. Ah, que no podemos movernos.
Good riddance.
Vale, ahora sí. Ahora sí que podemos. Vamos a abrir el cofre antes de que nos vea el mago este que está aquí. Y a ver qué hay. La misma botella.
I'm really impressed the kid with this. She surely won't mock me again.
Vale. El cincel. Ok. ¿Y la
I'm
botella
really
nos
impressed the
falta?
kid with this. She surely won't mock me again.
Vale, con el cincel podemos romper la... No. Vete por aquí. Podemos romper las manos de la columna y pillar la máscara. Vamos a ver.
I still need a hammer.
Un martillo. Tenemos que pillar un martillo. No hemos visto en el... ¡Ah! Un martillo que tiene el tío. El tío en el Makuto. Le podemos decir a Nuri que le distraiga y lo pillamos. Míralo.
Talking to him is hopeless.
Y si la reparamos de golpe, lo mismo se queda aquí atontado. No. Espera, vamos a joderla otra vez y vamos a pillarle.
Stop it right now, I say.
Ajá. Justamente. Vale, bueno, pues ahora con esto sí que vamos a poder pillar la máscara. El cincel.
I still need a hammer.
Vale, tío. Bueno, pues venga, martillo y cincel. A ver, ¿con qué habilidad nos rompemos las manos de la estatua?
Got it, and now I'm out of here.
Vale, pues vamos. Con esto vamos a pillar a Nuri y nos vamos.
Oh, who do we have here? Brider? There's a new suspect. What have you got there, boy?
This?
That can't be.
Master Bodiak? What is that?
Nothing.
Han pillado.
Take it from him and give it to me.
¿Eso qué es?
That
¿Qué nos ha pillado?
is quite obviously a very dangerous artifact. I must immediately take it to the school for study. Question the swineherd in the meantime.
Understood. So who are you? And why are you sneaking around here?
You can't just take the artifact.
Look at me when I'm talking to you. The School of Arcane Combat wants to know what terrible thing has happened around here. I, on the other hand, am surprised at how boring our investigations have been so far. So please don't make this too easy for me or I'll be even more disappointed. First question. What sort of artifact was that?
Una escultura inofensiva, una poderosa arma mágica, no lo sé. No lo sé.
I don't know.
Don't you think it looked like a mask? Where did you find it?
¿Me pertenece? ¿Fue de repente o estaba detrás de la tienda? Estaba detrás de la tienda.
I found it behind the tent. One of the statues had it in its hand. Is that all? Can I go now?
Boy, you are boring. You didn't even try to lie to me. This kingdom can't even get incidents of black magic right. And now for my last question. Who are you anyway?
Gerón, Andraus o el rey F1. Soy Gerón, hombre.
I'm Giron.
Mismamente.
Fine, that's all. You may go.
Seriously?
I can see from 100 paces that you're harmless. Or do you have another question before you return to your uneventful life?
No, ninguna. Honestamente es el mejor policía. ¿Qué ha ocurrido aquí? ¿Qué nos lo ha dicho? El mercader de Tulamida, la piedra del escarabajo, el maestro de la máscara.
Your teacher seemed very excited about my artifact.
That's the way he is. He collects rare artifacts, travels around a lot for them. Supposedly, he once even went to the Rastulian Wall to Draconia. But I don't know any more about that.
Vale. ¿Quién eres?
You're a novice at the wizard school, right?
Right, a combat mage in training.
En
Forever damned
adiestramiento.
to serve the Undergastrian nobility in their mindless squabbling with Nostria.
Why don't you leave if you don't like it?
First, I have to make it through my training.
¿Qué ha ocurrido aquí?
What
Que yo no lo he
happened here?
encontrado.
Didn't I already tell you? Last night, 5 Undergastrians got together at the Fat Hand Inn to drive a Telemede merchant from the forest. And they were found like this the next morning.
You didn't say that they met at the inn, or that there were 5 of them.
Well, now you know.
Vale, el mercader de Tulamida.
What
a ver si
happened to the
sabes dónde
Ptolemede?
está.
We don't know. He probably won't be too far. All his belongings are still here. We suspect he's hiding in the forest.
Y la piedra esta, la
Are
piedra
you
del
good at
escarabajo.
riddles?
What sort of riddles?
How about, as the stone over the scarab, so rules the scarab over the stone?
What's the context?
I can't tell you.
Then I can't solve it. Well, I think that's enough. Get lost so I can keep searching in peace.
I think I've seen enough.
Hala. Que te pires.
Come on, Nuri. I'll take you home.
Bueno, pues aquí ya está
What should we do
perfecto.
now?
Did you hear what the mage said? She mentioned there were 5 people in the mob, but there were only 4 pillars in the clearing. What if the 5th person escaped? There would be a witness.
Or you just let me stay Raven. It isn't all that bad.
Not as long as I can do something about it. I'll ask around in town and try to find out what happened to Faye. You better stay here.
I'm tired anyway. I'll just sleep for a while. Will you wake me if there's any news?
I will. Sweet dreams.
Sweet Dreams, como la canción. Artefactos
I
rotos.
tried
Vaya.
everything. I asked Hazinda clerics, stole magic books from the school, made pacts with witches. Nothing and nobody can restore the power of the artifact. And anyway, Nuri's old body is lost forever. I hope this far he will keep his promise.
Joder, pues sí que hemos hecho cosas, ¿eh? Para intentar volverla a su estado natural. Casa de Querón. Oye, bastante chulo aquí el pueblo, bastante decrépito. Los cerdetes. Tan hermosos estos
You
pueblos,
ugly
¿eh?
beasts. After I solve Fi's riddle, I'll hopefully never have to lay my eyes on you again.
Sí, sí, muy asqueroso, pero no veas qué ricos están. Cepo.
Anyone who's different will end up there sooner or later. At least I was spared that when I was young.
A ver, en el pozo este... ¿qué
I
hay?
prefer the well outside the gates, and since yesterday I also know why.
Barrio de los curtidores. Hacia el mercado, nuestra casa, al bosque. ¿Esto qué es? Vale, nada, nuestra casa. Barrio de los
This is the
curtidores.
district boundary. It's exactly where the stench from the tanneries ends, and the smell of the pig urine begins.
Joder, maravilloso, ¿eh? El olor del pueblo. Bueno, pues nada, vamos hacia el mercado. A ver qué se ve. El jamón grasiento. O sea, los tíos salieron de aquí. Templo de Ronda. A ver qué es esto.
The warriors in the temple don't like me. They think I'm a cowardly louse who only brings them misfortune in combat. At least that's what they say.
Vale, esto es aquí moscas y ropa. El mercader este. A ver, ¿qué tienes?
I bid you a good morning.
What is a jester doing in Hilda's booth?
I'm no mountebank. I'm a businessman. Should I wear rags like you? Oh, how I loathe these country bumpkins.
What was that?
Nothing. Can I interest you in some
Pues
colourful
no, ahora no te
ceramics?
compro nada.
Or
No
perhaps
tengo
some
un
fine
pavo, pero-
glassware? I'm just passing through, so it's now or never.
Piedra y escarabajo, vamos a preguntar.
Can you tell me anything about a stone and a scarab?
Is it a regular stone or a precious stone?
Good question. That's enough. Thanks.
Anoche, a ver
Did
qué
you
pasa
notice
anoche.
anything suspicious last night?
Did the thief visit you too?
What thief?
One of my glass boxes was stolen. I could only see the fellow from a distance. He carried a long staff on his back. Blasted herdsman.
Maybe it was a magic staff.
By the gods, what would a magician want with my cheap goods? I mean, I wouldn't have thought this rebel had that much taste.
Qué curioso. Eso es que a lo mejor el sueño que tuvimos se hizo realidad. El acertijo
What was
ese.
stolen?
A jewelry box made from fake gemstones. The junk wasn't worth anything anyway.
Then why was it stolen?
Did I say that out loud? It was worth a fortune, of course.
Ya. A ver.
You deal in glassware.
I heard that there is no glass in Undergast. You don't even have windows in this humble corner of the world. I came here to change that. How was I supposed to know that these stinking pig farmers don't have any money?
A ver, querido.
Weren't you going to buy anything?
No, thank you.
Such a waste of time.
Qué bajo, ¿eh? Directo al grano. Niños bañándose, más cerdos. Uno aquí... Ovejero.
I'd better not distract him. The sheep will be slaughtered soon enough.
Hacia el patio de la academia. Hacia la taberna y... Posada tomando el asiento. Que nos sale aquí que podemos olerla.
I hate it. The smell of pork roast is in the air and I haven't eaten a thing all day.
Vamos. Pues yo odiarlo eso precisamente no es la palabra
Geralt,
adecuada.
Giacomo!
Hello, Garon.
Hello, Hilda.
What luck. Here I was thinking I'd sent you to your doom. Is it true what they say? Have people really been turned into stone pillars?
Yes, it's true.
By the gods.
A ver, cuéntanos de el quinto miembro.
Were
de
you
la
here
prueba.
yesterday evening?
Yes, but in my room. The mood downstairs was too aggressive for me. There was a lot of alcohol involved.
Can you remember who was here?
The three at the next table,
and then 4 others.
5 people attacked Fahi's tent yesterday, but only 4 were petrified. So the 5th must be here in this room. But which of the 3 is it?
A ver,
How do you know Fahi?
I met him on my travels. He was said to own a rare fairy artifact I was interested in.
He's an artifact dealer?
He trades in them, but I never got the impression that he knows much about them. He even tried to sell me the fairy artifact as a mere ritual stone from the southern jungles. He had no idea what a treasure he was sitting on.
hechizo de transformación, sueño, acertijo, a ver.
If Fahi is just a simple merchant, where did he get the power to transform Nuri back?
I don't know his secret, but I saw it with my own eyes. We were enjoying a cup of Tulamid gold when he brought out a pot with a berry bush and transformed it into a crane before my very eyes.
It could have been an illusion.
No, Geron. It was the most powerful magic I have ever seen, and he was smiling cheerfully as though it was no effort at all. Geron. That man can mold lives into other forms as he wishes.
Even into stone?
I assume so.
What about Fahi's dream?
Princess Saja's journey?
He only told me the beginning. Do you know the rest?
No. But the battle which he joined was the great battle in the Gorian desert between the demon lord Borbarat and Rohal the Wise. All Aventuria struggled to save the world from the demon invasion. Unfortunately, there was no one who could relate the tale.
Why not?
There wasn't a single survivor.
Y el acertijo, a ver si
What about Fahi's riddle?
The stone and the scarab? I don't know. But perhaps it's the key to this whole story.
Can a single riddle really be that important?
Fi seemed convinced of it.
Let's talk about something else.
A ver, Jacob.
How's the fairy research coming along?
All my energy is going into researching the reasons for Nuri's tragic transformation. It's difficult enough to study a people that don't even exist in Aventuria. Now I have to understand an exchange of souls between a raven and a fairy as well.
I don't know how I can ever repay you for your help.
Well, there is something.
Tell me.
Can you bring me some wine from Hilda's bar? She won't give me any.
I'll see what I can do.
Thank you, Geron. You can put it in here.
Vale, fin.
Thanks, Giacomo. I'll see you later.
Wait, Fahi may prove to be a dark mage, but if you want to transform Nuri back, he's our only
No tenía
hope.
pinta
What
de
are you
mago
talking
oscuro,
about?
precisamente,
Fairies
tenía
need
pinta de
fairy
estafador.
magic nearby, or their spirit changes. And for a long time, Nuri's body was the greatest source of fairy magic that she had. That means if you don't change her back soon, she'll lose everything that makes her a fairy. She'll forget everything. She'll forget who you are and what you experienced together. She'll even forget who she once was.
We can't let that happen.
Do you have any idea what happened to Fahi?
No, but I will soon.
Estará por ahí
Hey,
escondido.
who was with the mob in the forest yesterday?
They're very obstinate fellows.
I'll handle them somehow.
Barril de vino. Vamos a darle aquí
Watch
una
out,
jarra de vino.
Geron. The wood is more brittle than it looks.
I just wanted to get a little from the tap.
I'm afraid I can't let you. This wine has been promised to someone else.
Ah, pues dame vino del que quieras, querida.
I thought you didn't see me.
Hello, Hilda.
Vino.
Oh, come on, Hilda. Nobody will miss that little bit of wine.
I'm sorry, but this barrel has been ordered and paid in advance by Count Svendrik Rosling. He's going to pick it up tonight.
Vale, a ver, cuéntanos algo de
Can you tell me who was here yesterday evening?
Everybody that's here now. And then Wolfram with his sister and 2 friends. But they say something happened to them in the forest yesterday.
Thanks. That's all I need to know.
Vale, a ver, cuéntame tú.
Since when are you the new barmaid?
Oh, since the sowing season, did you miss me in the marketplace?
I was just asking.
Vale, pues...
See you
nada.
later, Hilda.
Don't keep me waiting.
¿Y si ronchamos el vino de por aquí? Aunque aquí esto no se puede coger. Vamos a ver si se puede coger algo aquí. Cerdo asado, vamos a pillarlo.
A sight for the gods.
Crispy. Bueno, pues vamos a hablar con estos colegas. A ver quién
Were the
estuvo
3 of you
allí.
here last night?
Who's asking?
Just tell me, were you?
None of your business. All three of us were here.
The whole night?
The whole godless night.
Cuestionar al leñador, cuestionar al torbaliano, cuestionar al dormilón, enfrentarse directamente. Vamos a cuestionar al torbaliano, que no sé quién es, pero bueno.
Why are you staring at the boy like that?
I'm counting the lice on his head. Don't distract me.
Did you do that last night too?
No, last night I got stewed and did my father proud. By Swafnir, did I quaff a lot.
Vaya
So
bonito.
you were here the whole evening?
Yeah, right in this spot.
Seguir preguntando al torbaliano, cuestionar al dormilón o cuestionar al leñador. Vamos a seguir preguntando al
You were
torbaliano.
stretched out drunk on the table the whole evening.
Is that a crime?
No, I'm just asking.
Vale, vamos a cuestionar al leñador.
You seem to be very relaxed.
My wife gave me the day off, and that after I spent half of last night carousing.
A good woman.
Just drinking?
Not much. I had to play cards with my friend here, after all.
Who won?
Well, I did. This bum was a lot more drunk than I was and had to run outside all the time.
Was he gone long?
No, not very long, but long enough. Stupid. You should never leave an experienced player completely alone at the table in the middle of a game. An expensive lesson, but a necessary one.
Vale, vamos a seguir preguntando al leñador.
So you fleeced your sleeping friend playing cards.
Yes, every time he left me alone at the table, he came back a sure loser. That shows how inexperienced he is in games and in alcohol.
Vale, vamos a cuestionar al dormilón.
Hey you, wake
que es
up.
el que nos falta.
Where were you last night?
Playing cards.
And?
Y dormilón.
Drinking.
The whole evening?
I don't know. Baby.
Este está hecho polvo. Expresar sospecha, perdón. Vamos a preguntarle algo más.
You spent the whole evening here playing cards and drinking.
I don't know. Baby.
That's all I'm going to get out of him.
Vale, este está tomoco. Enfrentarse directamente. Esto será para que
I
culpemos
think
a
one of
uno.
you is lying.
And who is that supposed to be?
Este es el leñador, que está aquí tranquilo. Este que estuvo bebiendo y este que está super pedo. Vamos a decir que
The
es este, no
Thorwalian.
está
And
ninguno.
what makes you say that?
No tiene resaca, ni siquiera estaba aquí. Sigue eludiendo mis respuestas. No
He
estaba
claims
aquí.
to have been passed out here all night, but you said that you were alone every time you cheated at cards.
That's true. Now that you mention it, he was gone a pretty long
Ah,
time.
amigo.
Quiet. I have to count.
Where were you? Not with my wife again, were you?
Blast. Now I miscounted.
Hey, I asked you a question.
Stop arguing! And please leave my guests alone, Garon.
I'm sorry, Hilda, but this is an important matter.
I know, I was there.
Coño, vos, cuéntanoslo.
What?
I'm the one you're looking for. I saw it all. I was drunk, and Garon, I didn't know what they were up to. I thought they were just fooling around.
Tell me what happened.
Wolfram said the Ptolemies are in league with the demons and merely disguised as simple merchants. Supposedly, they're trying to smuggle a dark artifact into the country. He said they want to use it to overthrow King Ephodon and turn all women into love slaves. First, Hartman was supposed to sneak into the tent and steal the artifact, and then signal to us with his lantern. That was supposed to be the sign to attack.
But it didn't get that far, did it?
I don't know. It's all so hazy.
Try to remember. You should start from the beginning.
I'll try. I remember. It had just stopped raining when we finally reached the clearing.
Vale, ahora nos cuenta aquí la historia, digo yo. De cómo vinieron a liársela. parece que está ahí detrás, que le quita la máscara. O sea, esto ocurrió mientras estábamos nosotros ahí con la historia. Vamos, que el sueño que hemos tenido así, por decirlo de alguna forma, se ha hecho
Garon, it
realidad.
was so horrible. There were horns growing out of his body all over, and he had a long, glowing staff on his back.
Just like the princess.
Promise me things will soon be the way they used to be.
Don't worry, I'll take care of it myself.
Will you now? Come outside with me, will you?
A ver, cuéntame.
Last. If the school learns the demon rumors, they'll take the case away from me in an instant. What shall I do with you?
You could let me go.
We're well beyond that point. Do you also believe it was a demon? And why am I asking you? You probably believe everything you're told.
A demon in Andergast? That's quite unheard of. It would certainly stir things up around here.
That it would, indeed. All right, it's decided.
What?
Here's charcoal and parchment. Have Hilda draw you a picture of the attacker. We have to know exactly what we're dealing with here.
We?
Then find out what the beast wants. Maybe there's something we can use as bait.
As bait?
Right.
Yo,
And third, I need an astral accumulator. My own astral energy probably won't be sufficient.
Sufficient? For what?
We need to be well prepared if we're going to set up a trap. Do I have to do everything by myself?
Master Detective. Trampa de demonio, ¿por qué yo? ¿Por qué debería ayudarte? ¿Por qué debería ayudarte?
Why should I help you?
I don't know. You were sneaking around the scene of the crime, questioning witnesses. You'll achieve your goal faster if you help me. Besides, you're old enough to know what you're doing.
A ver. Trampa de
You
demonio.
want to catch a full-grown demon? You're just a lowly novice.
I can beat the other novices with one hand tied behind my back. And yes, I want to catch it. And banish it. Of course it's risky. I'm not going to miss out on the adventure of my life by being careful. All that's missing is the drawing of the demon, bait, and the astral accumulator. And then we can get started.
Vale. ¿Por qué yo?
I thought you didn't want me to get into danger.
Oh, I just wanted to get rid of you. I thought you were just a curious lumberjack. Now I know you're one of those would-be heroes, and I have sympathy for would-be heroes. I would also rather leap fully unprepared into a dark dragon's cave and risk my life and spend my days shearing sheep. Besides, time is short and I need help.
You could have had the whole school of magic behind you.
As soon as they find out that I'm hunting a demon, they'll pull me right off the case and let the masters do it. And I'd hate to let them have all the fun.
Vale, pues no nos queda otra que
I don't
que
know
irte
what
con
I should
nosotros.
think of this woman, but if I don't play along, she might find Fahi before me. So you need a drawing of the entity, bait to lure it, and
An astral accumulator. Here, I wrote it down for you. And you'll need this as well.
a ring with a lens.
That's another artifact from Alric's collection. It's called a hare's eye, an invention of the Master Dahoto. If you look through it, you can see traces of magic in the environment. Try it.
Vale, pues aquí tenemos la lista de cositas. Ah, mira, se nos ha desbloqueado un nuevo poder. Una cosa que es Ovem Arcanum. Vale, vale. Bueno, a ver, no creo que haya que decirle ya mucho más.
Oh, come on. Look through the lens.
A ver, vamos a mirar a través de la lente. Anda, resplandor mágico. Qué guapo. Ah, de lo que me he fijado es aquí, de los cerdos que tienen a los
Stay
cerditos
here.
aquí
You need to be
mamando.
sure that you have understood how to use the lens.
Qué bueno. Vale, que sí, que hay que irse para allá. Voy a utilizar la lente. Y vámonos para allá.
Did you see anything?
These glass shards.
Did they glow?
Yes.
That means someone cast magic on them. Maybe even our friend. Keep following the trail. Maybe there'll be a hint of what he's looking for.
I can keep the hare's eye?
Why not? The spell only lasts 3 days anyway. After that, the lens is worthless.
And what if I follow the trail and run right into the beast's arms?
Then you scream, good luck. You can find me in the clearing.
Sí, grita. Vale. Un leñador menos si nos pillan.
Who
Vale.
have I come across now?
By the way, my name's Bryder.
I'm Giron.
Good hunting, Geron. On a rather unusual sort of hunt.
Sí, espero que estés ahí para cubrirnos las espaldas. Vamos a seguir hacia nuestra casa, hacia donde sigue el rastro este. A ver. La lente. Vale, en nuestra casa, que será...
Tracks lead up to my window.
Sí, qué curioso. Que será nuestra novia. Vamos a usarlo, a ver. Lo mismo han estado aquí fisgoneando. Míralo. Vamos a la cómoda. Han estado fisgoneando y se han ido por
More
la
broken
ventana.
glass? Somebody was here last night. Someone who by the light of the lantern picked something apart piece by piece and watched us sleeping at the same time. What's going on here?
Pues nada, gente, vamos a dejarlo por aquí y nos veremos en el próximo capítulo. Espero que os haya gustado el vídeo. Si es así, dadle un like y suscribiros al canal. Deciros también que estoy en directo en Twitch de miércoles a domingo a partir de las 9:30 de la noche. Os dejo el enlace en la descripción por si os queréis pasar y apoyar el canal. Un saludo y nos vemos en el próximo episodio. ¡Chao!